Alright, hello everybody, Zaxtor99 here. Just want to go ahead and show you guys a great new game that came and hit me out of left field yesterday when I got a key from the developer. This is Parkasaurus, and I want to go and thank the developer for offering me a free evaluation key of this great game. Now this is a kind of like a theme park building game. Think like, the roller coaster theme park games, and there's been a lot of these kind of games over the years, and I've played quite a few of them, but I've never played one quite like this. And this is this developer's first entry onto Steam, so I want to go ahead and show you guys a little bit of how this game works here. So with Parkasaurus, a game that comes in at $19.99 US dollars, again launched yesterday. And I gotta say, guys, when I first played this game yesterday, I was completely blown away. Now, you can do a great introduction. It shows you exactly how to do everything and takes you step by step through the process of a lot of the basics of the game. But we're going to go ahead and skip that in this video. And I just want to go ahead and show you the start of this game and why I like it so much. So this is kind of like my first impressions or first review video for Parkasaurus. So when you launch the game, I got to say that I really like the art style for this game. Kind of a top-down isometric 3D kind of game, and the UI is really well done as well, giving you all the information you need. But we're just going to go ahead and Dino Parkus, I don't know, whatever. So Dino Park is what we're creating here. And when we first start the game, we have, as you can see, this is kind of like a parking lot where all the cars can come and see you. We have a truck, a delivery truck. This is where you buy items, and if they're delivered every day, they will come and deliver them right here in front of your park. Your park always starts closed. And look at how big of an area you get in this game to build your dinosaur park in. It's just absolutely huge. So you got a ton of room, and the replayability on this game, guys, is through the roof. So when you start, guys, in this game, you start with like $7,500 in this mode, at least right now on the 0.513 alpha version. This is how much science you have. This is how many hearts you have. Basically how well you're loved, I do believe. Your settings is right here. And this shows you how many visitors you have at your park, how many are willing to pay. And then meats and vegetables, because you'll need different, you'll need meats for all your carnivores. And then all your dinosaurs that you just eat, that are vegetarians, will eat your vegetables. So here's your park, where you can go to park and build things. You have a town where you can go buy vegetables, meat, eggs, hats, etc. And more of the stuff, gems. As you play the game more and more, this will open up. The office is kind of where you take care of all your, paperwork, if you would, where you do hiring for people in your park. And one of the first things you'll want to do when you come into the park is you want to go ahead and hire a veterinarian, and you need to agree to pay them. This is your per day cost. So you can look, and some of them have speed, ability, and personality. And I love this game how if you just hover the cursor over anything, it'll kind of tell you what it is. So like if we want to hire it, it's right there. But you can also flip through all your different resumes for different people. And if you don't like any of the people you have, any of the stats and pricing that you get, here you can always click on more resumes and get even more resumes. Kind of shows you how fast they work, their ability to do the job, their that's like their experience, or their the quality of work they do. Tells you right here the efficiency, and how well the employees interact with your guests who visit the park. So this one might be pretty important as well. So let's just go ahead and go with Rich here, just to hire somebody. We're going to go ahead and hire him. And now we're paying out $105 a day already, and we haven't even started, guys. We're going to go ahead and hit OK. And then here is kind of where you can hire scientists, and you can go through a portal and journey back in time and start digging for fossils of different dinosaurs. And this will help you kind of hatch eggs, if you would, create eggs from these fossils and things that you find by digging. And you can, introduce different kinds of dinosaurs into your game by going back in time and digging for skulls and footprints of dinosaurs there. Science, this will be given to you over time, and it'll show you how much science you have up here. But you can go in, once you have at least 300, you can come in here and you can kind of fill up this meter to buy these 3 items. Again, just hover your cursor over and you can look and you can see how many different things you can unlock as you progress through the game. So for an early access game, guys, this game is simply amazing. And then hearts, spend your heart credits on useful heart technologies for your dinosaurs. Again, just a ton of stuff you can advance your dinosaurs with as well. So really, really impressive game, guys. And when you start out, this is kind of what you're going to see. We have our veterinarian that we hired. He's already here. He's waiting for something to do. Well, we need to go ahead and build a fenced-in area for our first dinosaur. So we're going to come in here. We're going to go like this. We're just going to go ahead and build it pretty big right now. And one thing I really like about this game is how easy it is to build things. So we're just going to go ahead and click it here and then come here and we're going to go ahead and take it up. That looks good. And then we're going to bring it back this way. And I like how it kind of shows you the purple line there, kind of helping you line up your areas. I mean, just a really well thought out game. And then we're just going to go ahead and take this up here. Bam. Tells you how much you spent. So now we got a new exhibit. Anytime you have in a closed in area, it creates an exhibit. Don't forget to go to this tab here and put on a door so your veterinarian has the ability to get inside. So our first dinosaur that we have, it's always going to give you one called a Stegosaurus. It's going to be your first egg. And you see here by hovering my cursor over it, it needs a tile of grass. It needs a size. So size is kind of how big your exhibit needs to be. And then we need a biome of rainforest. So we can go ahead and put this egg into our exhibit here. We can rotate it by hitting R and slap it down. And then also we have a footprint here. Footprints are found by your scientist used to create dino eggs. And again, that is in your portal. So anyway, guys, we need to go ahead and get this desert-like terrain turned into grass. So we're just simply going to come over here, come to terrain, and find our grass. It says to create a forest, rainforest, or different kind of biome as you need them. So we're just going to come in here, and this is so easy, guys. Just click and drag. That's one thing I really like about this game. For being an early access game, it's just too easy. So now you'll see we've created a forest. And one thing you got to remember, and the tutorial will show you this, but if you want to know kind of what you got and how much trees and how much privacy and everything like that your exhibit has, you just click on the fence and it'll show you your exhibit pane over here. Now it'll show you a new exhibit. We can, call this any exhibit we want. So I like that you can name your dinosaurs. You can name all this stuff, whatever you want. But we're just going to go ahead and call this first Dino. You can name it whatever you want, guys. But right here, you see that right now the biome is just a forest. So to make it a rainforest, we just need to introduce more water into our exhibit. So we're going to do that here again by terrain. We're going to come over here to the second tab and come to our water tool and create some pools of water here until we actually see this biome turn into a rainforest here. And the tutorial kind of show you all this. So that's not enough water yet. We're going to go ahead and put some more right in here. Now you'll see we have a rainforest. Our wetness is really wet. And then you also want to go ahead and get some biodiversity here. Basically trees, bushes, and rocks for your biome to thrive. So this is all based on the size and the type of exhibit you have. But to get that going, we're simply going to come here and we're going to go into, not terrain, we're going to go right here, scenery. So we can come here, we can introduce a couple of pine trees, and notice as we do this, this meter here will fill up. Let's go ahead and get us a large oak, but they cost a lot more money, but it'll make it look cool. And it's so much fun to come in here and create these different exhibits, guys. Like I say, create a couple of small trees in here. And we have plenty of trees, so now we need some bushes. So just going to come to our bush tab here. And this is the cheapest bush at $5. You see it in yellow. And then this one's $5. This one's $5 as well. This one's $5. Now, if you come into this blue section, that's kind of for like swamps, so different colors are for different types of biomes. We want to stay with the green ones for our rainforest. So they're all $5. So we're just going to go ahead and put a little mixture of both. I really like how it kind of alternates what type of bush you place. So we're just going to hit OK here. Our first day is done. We didn't make any money. We're going to go ahead and go to the next day. This game gives you loads of stats. I like how it automatically saves for you every time. So we're going to come in here. We're just going to plant a couple of different bushes here. We see our bush meter going up here. But it's so much fun, guys, to come in here and create these things. Now you can rotate around with Q and E just like that. And let's get a couple of these guys. And a couple of these. And now we just need a couple of rocks, different kinds of rocks. This one's $5, this one's $5. So they're all $5, so you can put in kind of whatever you want. All right, we got all the rocks we need. So we have a good biodiversity of trees, bushes, and rocks in our exhibit. And of course, you can add more if you really want them like that. Now, another thing I really like about this game, guys, and I'll show you this. Now that we're ready, we've got our biome ready. Oops, we forgot one thing. We need to get a food container. We need to go to the store and buy some food, some plants for our dinosaur before we actually hatch the egg. So let's come here and I think it's buildings. No, is it outhouse? So this is stuff for all your people that are going to come in and see the park. Oh, it's an exhibit. There we go. So we come to our small vegetarian feeder, and as you progress through the game, you're going to unlock all these different, like a large vegetarian feeder, different kinds of things as you advance. But we're just going to go ahead and put our feeder right here, guys. Bam. So we need to get some food in there, and we don't have any food. It says right here, no food to refill the feeder. So we're going to go ahead and close out of that. We're going to go to town. We're going to buy some vegetables. And we're going to go ahead and get some vegetables coming in every day. You have a choice here. Buy it now. We're going to go ahead and buy about 3 or 4 now. But then we're going to go ahead and set it up to deliver like 3 a day. Or yeah, 3 a day should work for now. And then we're set to go. Let's go ahead and go back to our exhibit. And we see our veterinarian is already loading our feeder up with fresh vegetables. And you can zoom all the way in. All right, guys, let's go ahead and zoom in here on our egg. And go ahead and hatch this baby simply by clicking it. And we hatch our first little dinosaur. It is a Stegosaurus, and he is a vegetable eater. You can see already he's happy. And any of your dinosaurs, anytime you want to interact with them or see information about them, all you got to do, guys, is simply click on them. We're going to go ahead and change our angle here so we can find our little guy. So we go ahead and click on him. We got infinite Clementine. It'll come up with some names automatically. You can change that to whatever you want. So if I wanted to change that to Zaxtorian, we could do that. Whatever we want, it'll show you their happiness level. It'll kind of show you what they need. It needs more food. Everything looks good. We can see that it is eating right now. These blue, things around it mean that that's what we have targeted. It's going to need a friend at some point. Her dinosaur requires a mate and more similar species in this exhibit. So we can definitely increase its happiness by giving it a mate here soon. And then they want toys as well, but you can't get one of those until you advance quite a ways into the game. But it'll show you how old your dinosaur is, kind of how happy it is. If you come to info, it'll give you, it's a female, its aggression level, all kinds of stuff. Now, these dinosaurs will, over time as well, they will, especially when they see visitors outside the gate, they will bash into the fence, and like different kinds of enclosures have different durabilities, if you would. And eventually your dinosaurs can break into your park and scare all your visitors and stuff like that. Like right now, he is trying to break the fence right now. So it's pretty cool. Right there, he's kind of walking through a rock. Not a big deal. But guys, I can't get over how much fun this game is. So we're also going to come in here, guys. We're going to buy a donation box. We're going to put this donation box right here. We're going to rotate it around. But I don't think it really matters. This is the place where our visitors can donate to the park and help give us some money. We're also going to go ahead and put in at least one outhouse so our people have a way to use the restroom. It'll help keep them in the park longer. We're going to put at least a couple of benches in here. And we're going to go ahead and put in another outhouse right here. You want to put in some trash cans as well. And this is just really the bare minimum of kind of what you need in this game. Put another one right here. We'll put one kind of by our outhouses here. But you can design this park kind of any way you want. And then you can also come in here and, create decor and stuff like that. Kind of make your place look really, really nice if you want. Which, I mean, you definitely want to make your park look nice. But that gives you the idea, guys, of what you can do. I mean, you can do all kinds of, fancy stuff. You can put in a wood art. You can put in all this cool stuff. And, pretty cool. Bam! See how that looks from the other side here. I've never used that. Oh, there we go. Parkasaurus, cool. All right. I actually like that. And that's only, what, $100? Okay. But as you can see, there's a ton of things that you can upgrade on every, list of things that you can buy. You can upgrade and get all kinds of new stuff to introduce to your park. Now, when we get ready to introduce people on the next day, we can come here to our wooden booth and we can click Open Park. And then, yay, we can start opening the place up. And I believe they start coming in at like 10 o'clock in the morning. So we can also kind of advance time up here and go faster. Here's how much money we have at the end of every day. It'll show us how much money we've made, how much money we're spending, the overall, everything about our park. But again, look how small this first enclosure is, guys, compared to all the space we have to build our park. So I think it's just super, super cool. This game, the UI, the music is really, really nice, guys. And my first impression score, I've already played this game for about 2.5 hours. I have a whole nother park that I'm building as well. I just kind of wanted to show you guys how this game works and, your first day, kind of what you're doing. The tutorial will walk you through your first several days, kind of show you how things work. You can go to your finances. You can look at all your dinosaurs, how much experience they have, how many days they've been alive, your happiness, guests, buildings. You'll get reviews of your park from people. I gained 1 heart. Gained no science today. I can go ahead and move on to the next day. Now I should get this truck. He's going to deliver any plants or meats that I've had set up to be delivered every day. And you see it's still not even 6 o'clock in the morning. So we come here, click on that. We got some food. Our veterinary guy will come over here and collect it. Now we're also going to want to go to town here, or to our office rather. We're going to want to go ahead and hire a janitor. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's get somebody pretty speedy, but the best possible. Let's look and see what else we have here. That works. $20 a day. We're going to go ahead and hire this guy. And then we need a security guy as well. We're going to go ahead and find somebody a little bit better than a 3. Maybe not. There we go. That'll work. Go ahead and hire this guy. It'll give you their name and everything. And we're going to go ahead and go back to the park here. So 10 o'clock in the morning, people have already started coming in. And you can see people are watching the dinosaurs. There, you can zoom in. You can see what they're doing. And we need to get them a way to eat some food, some things to do as well. So here you can kind of go to the buildings. And you can go, okay, we need to get these guys a balloon shop built. And we're going to go ahead and rotate this guy here. Let's get a balloon shop built like right about there maybe. And then we're going to go ahead and get a cotton candy area here for these guys. You want to go ahead and point the arrows towards a path. And then Dino dogs, which is really cool. So you can buy like dinosaur hot dogs. I think that's pretty cool. So we're going to come in here. We'll just extend the path out here. We'll put that right there. we need to build some paths, because if you don't build paths to these things, your people cannot get there. And you'll hear people cheer and stuff like that when you build something really cool that they want. Let's go ahead and make all this stone here. Just go ahead and fill in the whole thing. Just like that. And we'll go ahead and over here as well. Bam. Bam. But this is, I mean, this game is so much fun. This is probably one of the better theme park games I've ever played, guys. And I don't think I've had this much fun with a game like this unless you go all the way back to like one of the first Sim Cities that I played on the old Nintendo. I remember I used to love Sim City. And for this kind of a game, this game is just super, super cool. So now we got hot dogs, and you can come in here. You can set the wiener size to like normal, big, huge. You can set your pricing on how much you want to charge for each hot dog. It'll tell you kind of how much profit you're getting, how much your ingredients cost to make it. You can change the building colors. Whatever you want to do, you can name it whatever you want. And it's just super cool, guys. So we're going to go ahead and do big hot dogs, make our people a little bit happier, and it kind of help you get better reviews for your park when things are priced, you know, a little bit less than maybe what it defaults to. And balloon colors, you can change your balloon colors to whatever you want. No magic, magic dust. That's an unlockable. So once we unlock that, the balloons will have magic dust on them, and people will be happier that come to our park. And we're going really fast right now, guys, because we have this set really fast. But you can see our first day, we made $147 in food and drink. Ticket sales $80, merchandise $70 that they bought, and donations was our biggest part of our profit. So okay. And the main idea here, guys, is start getting better and better reviews. Your first reviews are going to suck. In fact, the first time I played, all my reviews were either 1 or 2 stars. Our first day of opening the park, we have a 3-star average. And you can go in and you can read all these. I was happy with the cleanliness of Dino Parkas. Dino Parkas was tidy, and that's thanks to us putting a janitor in there and those trash cans. If you don't put trash cans in, people will more than likely say the park was a mess, and they'll give it a lower review. So as you progress, you're going to have to kind of keep, you know, maintaining your park and make it well designed, and keep all your dinosaurs happy and healthy. Make sure they're fed. Make sure you have plenty of vets. Research new dinosaurs coming into the portal by opening your portal. It kind of helps you every step of the way, and it'll take a while to explore, and then you can send yourself and a scientist in here to kind of unlock these footprints and fossils, if you would. Right now our park is closed. We just hit next day, and here we are. I like again how it saves. It'll tell you what day of the week it is. And this game is just so cool, guys. I can't even begin to explain it. So if you guys like these theme park kind of games like Roller Coaster Tycoon and, you know, different games like that that have been around for years, I really think Dinosaurus here, I expect this game to be selling copies for probably years. I think this is a mega awesome game, and I expect this game to do really well. It's only 2 developers that made this game, and I think they have hit a jackpot here. This is probably going to be my biggest indie hit of the year. This is definitely a what I call an indie gold. And if I rate this game, guys, based on value, you know, it's worth 40 points. It's the biggest part of my score. This is a $20 game. And guys, I think people are going to get way more than 20 hours out of this game over the next 6 months to a year, especially if you like this kind of game. I can see people getting hundreds, maybe even thousands of hours into this game. I think the replayability is going to be huge for this game. Expedition has arrived in your portal room. So we come here, we're going to go ahead and dig, and we haven't hired any scientists yet, so it's only us. But this is kind of how it works. You're going to dig around, you're going to we found some money right there. It's always going to be in 4 parts. So right there we found a footprint that comes here, that goes to our inventory, and then we can use those in the town at the egg factory to create new eggs with all the things we find here. So we're out of openings, so we have to either research again we got to come into a new spot so we can return home, and we can open another portal, and then we got to take a while to explore it again, and we can research a new spot to try to find more fossils and footprints. But yeah, fantastic game, guys. Let's go ahead and slow the speed down just a little bit so it's not going quite so fast. You can see people here spending money. They are really happy. Some people got balloons. And you can kind of see the over happiness. And if you want to see, information about somebody, you can just click on them. It'll show you how much money they have, how long they spent at your park, what they're looking at, their overall happiness, what they don't like about your, they could use some more fun here in your park. Energy, so if we have some shade or seats to increase their energy, that would be good. It shows you information about this visitor, what they like, what their temperament is, and if they have any issues, and then you can move on to a different visitor and kind of see information about them. Down here you can click on to see all your employees and where they're at. Really quickly, here you can come here and you can see where all your watered areas are. So for example, if you have a tree that's out of the blue, kind of over in the yellow or red, they're not going to get any water, so they'll end up dying, like this tree over here. So that's really useful. And then you can come over here as well and you can see privacy. So you can see that our dinosaur is, I don't really understand what this is. I don't know what that is yet. You'll see dinosaurs kind of floating like this, and if you click on it, it'll pop. But it doesn't have a whole lot of privacy. It's in the green, it has more privacy, but anywhere where there's like a trail and a fence, there's like no privacy there. So sometimes if they walk over here, they'll feel like their happiness will go down a little bit because they'll feel like they're being watched too closely. That's if you click on the dinosaur. And your dinosaur will grow up and he'll get bigger. Like I say, you kind of got to watch for them breaking through the fence. You got to watch their health. You got to pretty much watch everything. The thing I really like about this game is your veterinarian and stuff like that, and your staff are really good about doing things automatically. So if something happens, if your dinosaur needs something, as long as you have food, as long as you have everything they need, they're going to do everything pretty much automatically, or you can direct them exactly what to do. So for example, if I want to take this veterinary guy and I want to put him back in there, I could just simply click on him. Come here, guy. Oh, he's busy now. Okay, then I can take this blue, I can drag this, oops. It's kind of showing you where he's going, what he's trying to do. But if I click on this blue thing, I can kind of drag him wherever I want. There we go. That's how it is. So if I want to drag him back out here on the path, I can do that. But I can kind of tell him what to do as well. So if I want him to, come put food in here, I can direct him to do that. So really, really awesome game, guys. I can't encourage this game enough, especially if you like these kind of games. Guys, this game gets a 40 out of 40 all day long on the value. This game is a ton of fun out of 30 points. I think if you like this kind of game, I think this game is an easy 28 out of 30 on fun, just because there's so many things to unlock. There's so many different dinosaurs that you can get, just dozens of different dinosaurs, hundreds of different upgrades and science and unlockables and all kinds of stuff that you can do. Money to earn, you gotta make sure everything's going on in your park. You gotta make sure you're making money, your people that are visiting your park are happy, etc., etc. Just a ton to do, and I think you're going to be really having a blast if you like these kind of games. Like I say, 28 out of 30 is my fun factor score. Next criteria is controls and bugs. How many bugs are there in the game, and how are the controls? The controls are really awesome, guys. And one thing I want to go ahead and show you as well with the controls, you saw the view, kind of the default old school kind of view where you can zoom in and out, move your camera around with WASD, and then use Q and E to kind of turn 90 degrees around. Okay, so one thing I didn't show you guys is you have that view, but if you click on this little camera right here, this free cam, you can come here, and then what you have is the ability to have a completely free camera where you can kind of hold down the mouse wheel and look at what you can do. This just really opens up your immersion in the game. And so you can kind of come in from the parking lot, you can go into an overhead view just all by holding down the mouse wheel. And you can come get a close-up of your dinosaur from any angle you want, or your dinosaurs as your park grows bigger. And I just really, really like this, guys. And if you ever want to go back to the old view, you just simply hit the escape key, and then you go back to the old view. So I think like this view is probably going to be better for building. But then when you're really trying to take a look at your park, or you're trying to watch a dinosaur or whatever, I would definitely recommend this free cam. I can't state how much I love this free cam. Zoom in and out with a mouse wheel, but hold it down to kind of move your camera around. And you can see our dinosaur is eating here. And you can actually see it. And the dinosaurs are just super cute, guys. I mean, look how cute this and adorable these dinosaurs are. And so we want to go ahead and get him a friend. So we'll do that as quickly as we can. But just a super cute game, and I really, really like this one. I haven't really found any kind of bugs, guys, and the controls are amazing. I really like the controls for Parkasaurus here. I think everything is well laid out. I love the UI. I'm going to have to give the score a 20 out of 20. And then my last criteria is how good are the graphics and sound, guys. For this type of game, guys, I got to say that I love the graphics and sound for this game. I think the sound of the music is spot on. I love how there's different types of music, you know, different types of moods, stuff like that, the background music, and you can control in the options. You can go in and change the level of the music if you want to turn it down lower, and increase the sound effects, or, you know, lower the sound effects for like your dinosaur roars and all that. But guys, I'm going to give this game, for the type of game it is, I really like it. I think it's going to be beautiful once you really build a massive park here. I'm going to give this game a 9 out of 10 for graphics and sound. If you add that all up, guys, a 40 out of 40 for value, a 28 out of 30 for fun, a 20 out of 20 for controls and bugs, and a 9 out of 10 for graphics and sound, you wind up with a super impressive 97% is my first impression score for Parkasaurus. This game is a must-buy. If you like these theme park kind of games, if you ever had fun playing SimCity, or, you know, like Roller Coaster Tycoon, or any of these other games like this, I'm going to say this game is a must-buy for you, and definitely a high recommend, no matter what type of gamer you are. These guys are doing amazing. These two developers who have made this game have hit it out of the park with Parkasaurus. I look forward to seeing how this game develops as it goes through early access. But in early access, a game that just launched yesterday, already getting a Indie Gold stamp of approval from me, and a 97% first impression score. So hopefully that's helped you guys make a decision on a game that maybe you haven't even heard about yet. I definitely recommend this game, guys. 97% again. Go check it out. The link is down in the description below. Be sure you comment down below. Let me know if this video has inspired you to go buy Parkasaurus and, you know, give it a purchase. Thanks for watching, everybody. This has been Zaxtor99, and we'll see you again here soon. Take care.